Welcome to the Drew Deek Show. The Montreal Canadiens win 5-1 over the Edmonton Oilers. Thanks for checking out this video, guys. This is the Drew Deek Show post-game edition. Again, the Montreal Canadiens victorious over the Edmonton Oilers 5-1, picking up their first win of the season. Going to do things a little bit differently tonight in this video, guys, because we won't be editing it. It's just going to be broken down period by period to try to get this content out to you sooner. In my last post-game reaction video for the Leafs game, it took me a lot longer to get that one done for you guys. I want to get it to you in your hands sooner so that we can talk about this game, break it down, and then we'll head into Monday's game. So let's talk about the first period. Josh Anderson took a one-touch pass from Jonathan Drouin and barreled towards the net. And I'm kind of worried that Anderson might hurt himself one of these days. It's already early in the season, and he's already barreling on goalies, which is great because he has the strength, the speed, and the skill to do so. But just made a note about that. Jesperi Kotkaniemi had a lot better. He looked better in the faceoff dot tonight. That was an encouraging sign for his line. Jeff Petrie with a pass to himself. They tried to call for a hand pass, but it wasn't because Petrie hand passed the puck to himself. It goes through Koskinen, Edmonton's goalie's legs, and then he gets it pretty much to himself in an open cage. He puts it in. It's 1-0 Montreal. Suzuki with a great shift after that. Lots of chances. Chemistry, again, is just taking great shape on that line between Anderson, Suzuki, and Drouin. Really liked their jump tonight. Their line stood out pretty good because they were just getting a lot of good cycles tonight. The Edmonton Oilers. I think Edmonton was tired. They actually looked tired tonight as far as I could tell. Carey Price with a big save on McDavid on the breakaway in the first period. That was a huge save for Carey Price and the Canadiens to really keep the game close. We go into the second period, and Thomas Tatar scores a beauty on a pass from Phillip Danault, which actually that play was started by Joel Edmondson in the neutral zone. He took a good little run at McDavid and just made a check to take him out of the play, and that's what started that scoring play. Edmondson takes out McDavid. Gallagher gets the puck up to Danault. He gets it over to Tatar, and he puts it right under the bar for a beauty of a goal, and it's 2-0 Montreal. And from there, Petrie with that long reach, I love how he plays. He just is able to close gaps. He's able to play so tight defensively and yet still be a really strong offensive defenseman, which is just so much fun to watch. I love how he kills plays. Yamamoto, questionable little headshot I saw from Petrie on the Yamamoto, but there was no call on that play. And then a 3-on-1 with Toffoli, Armia, and Kotkaniemi, which didn't result in anything. You could see Toffoli frustrated with himself that he didn't get a good shot off on that play. From there we go to Danault. He shoots it around to Petrie. A wrister along the ice goes towards the net and then just goes right off the Edmonton defender into the net, and it's 3-0 Montreal. Petrie with his second goal of the night. That was a beauty from him. I have him in my hockey pool, so that's a great a great note just for fun there. And then Jake Evans. How about Jake Evans with the beauty shorthanded goal? That was a beauty for a couple of reasons, because he just got up the ice. The penalty kill was looking good for the Canadiens tonight, as well as the power play. But both the PK and the power play were suffering last year. To see progress on both tonight was great. Jake Evans comes down, gets a shot on net, gets his own rebound, and buries it for the shorthanded marker. It was just so nice to see Evans get a goal. A fourth-line center who's really carved his way onto this team, and the Canadiens really like him. So just a nice play to see from him. And then a great paddle save from Carey Price on Nugent Hopkins on the power play. That was a beauty that obviously kept the Canadiens ahead. I mean, they weren't giving Edmonton a whole lot of chances. I put a note here that there was just lots of jump, and the Canadiens were rolling all four lines tonight. They were actually able to get a lot of their fourth line consistently on the ice and let them play more minutes because the rest of the team was playing so well. Still in the second period, Nick Suzuki, man, you just notice this guy in every part of the ice. He's a 200-foot guy. That's why the comparisons to Patrice Bergeron are pretty accurate this early on in his career. It's very, very early in his career, but you can tell pretty quickly what a player has to offer. And I notice Suzuki a lot in the defensive zone as much as I do in the offensive zone, which I just love about his game. And if he keeps that pace, I mean, there's no reason he can't be continued to be compared to Bergeron, in my opinion. So Drouin gets a little too comfortable and excited in the offensive zone, which is one of the things the Canadiens can't stand. I think he did this a couple times last year, where you take penalties in the offensive zone. Coaches hate that, and that's what Drouin does, and he even kind of made a little grimace on his face after that play. A little hooking call, and then, fortunately the Canadiens killed off the penalty anyway. but just something that, Drouin gets too comfortable sometimes anyway. We're not going to go on about him. Suzuki also had a really nice check on Connor McDavid on the penalty kill. And again, that's what I mean. He's not afraid to get into those dirty areas in the defensive zone, which you just got to love. We go ahead to the third period now. The Canadiens are up 4-0. A nice cushion, of course, but you got to see how a team is going to continue to play after having a strong lead. Anything can evaporate in hockey, but they keep a tight checking game going. They keep the energy up, still rolling all four lines. Brendan Gallagher flips a pass up to Thomas Tatar. He goes in on a break, puts it 5-hole, and he's up, and the Canadiens are up 5-0 at that point. And from there on, I put in a little note here that the crowd goes cuckoo for Cuckoo as Cuckoo makes it 5-1 for the Montreal Canadiens with a goal that Carey Price really wish he had back. He was super ticked off that he let this one in. He obviously wanted the shutout, and the puck literally goes off his skull into the net. There's a skull mark, actually. There's a skull design now on his helmet, and that's why I was saying it literally went off his skull. But he was ticked. He wasn't happy about it. From that point on, the Canadiens continue to play a tight checking game, again, like I mentioned. And one of the only other notes that I made, of course, was that Brendan Gallagher was behind Carey Price near the end of the third period. Darnell Nurse gets behind him. A bit of a dirty check from behind, and then Nurse goes into the penalty box. Gallagher gives him a little cross check. The Canadiens are able to keep the 5-1 lead right to the very end with a nice victory. And that's pretty much it for this one, guys. So thanks so much for tuning in. Hope you enjoy this new style. Let me know in the comments below what you guys would enjoy most when it comes to post-game reaction videos. If you would like to see an edited video like the Toronto Maple Leafs one I posted for Game 1 of this season, I'll be happy to do my best when I can to put together a more entertaining piece like that for you guys. Or if you don't mind and you're enjoying the recapping of the games just, right off the cuff like this with minimal editing, I'm going to keep doing that. So thanks for tuning in to the Drew Deek Show, guys. Go Habs, go. Go Pat, go. And we'll see you guys on the next one.